So following Monday Night Raw and CM Punk announcing that he tore his tricep, unfortunately, at the Royal Rumble, in the Royal Rumble match, that begs the question, who will Seth Rollins face at WrestleMania 40? So today we will be looking at some people who could face Seth at Mania, like the most likely people who will face Seth Rollins at WrestleMania, and I will share who I personally think will face Seth at Mania. So let's get right into that. So I can only really think of 4 logical people who could face Seth at WrestleMania 40. So let's get right into number 4. And I don't feel like enough people are talking about this man. And I'm talking about Finn Balor. Look, I know he lost to Seth at Money in the Bank last year and SummerSlam last year. But just hear me out, just hear me out. I feel like this is a WrestleMania worthy match. And it should happen at WrestleMania. I don't think it's happened at WrestleMania before. No, it hasn't. So, I'd love to see it at WrestleMania, and it would be fantastic. And Finn should finally win the title, and then out of nowhere, Damian Priest cashes in his Money in the Bank briefcase, breaking up Judgment Day. I know I don't necessarily want it to happen, but it could possibly happen. I think that is a great choice. Like, have Finn and Seth put on like a 30-minute classic. Finn finally win, which he should have at SummerSlam, by the way. He definitely should have won the title there. I mean, Seth did have a great reign afterwards, so we're all good there. But yeah, Finn, WrestleMania, wins the title from Seth, but it gets taken away from him again. The world title reign gets taken away from him again. And Damian Priest wins it, setting up a feud where I would have Finn winning and coming out on top in the feud, having a long, good world championship run. And yeah, that's a good option to face Seth, you know? I feel like it could possibly happen. But there are some people who I feel like could face Seth and like have a better chance of facing Seth. Number 3, I'm talking about Der Ring General, Gunther. Gunther does not have a WrestleMania opponent right now because like all the stuff happened with Brock Lesnar. We don't want to talk about that. But he could possibly face Braun Breaker, and I would be fine with that. But he could also challenge Seth for the world title and win. Because I feel like whoever faces Seth would win the title. Because they probably plan for Punk to win the title in the main event of WrestleMania. But obviously that can't happen. So yeah, Gunther could win the world title. Like, maybe it could be title versus title, IC title, world title on the line. Gunther wins both. That seems like a pretty good possibility, and it would just be a fantastic match. Because I believe they had a match on Raw like in 2019, like Walter versus Seth Rollins. There's like this invasion or whatever. And yeah, and now both men are the best versions of themselves they can be, and they just clash. That would be a fantastic match. Now the second logical option, but it could happen, it could very well happen. Cody Rhodes, they teased it on Raw, and it made me believe that it could happen. Like, in that promo on Raw, Seth made some very, very good points about the world title. Like, many people believe it could be more prestigious than the Roman's title right now, because Roman barely defends it, even though he's held it for like 1,200 days, almost 1,300 days now. Like calling Roman's WWE Undisputed Championship, Hollywood title, Hulk Hogan title, you know, that kind of stuff, like politic title or whatever. And he made some solid points, and like he called the world title the workhorse title, blue collar title, the Dusty Rhodes title. So Cody Rhodes finishing the story for the World Heavyweight Championship, it kind of makes sense, because like the world title, Seth made some points about it, but I still think Cody Rhodes is facing Roman Reigns at WrestleMania, finishing the story, ending the over 1,000-day reign of Roman Reigns. Hopefully that happens, because like, I mean, if they are building to Cody versus Seth, then like The Rock's probably coming back to face Roman, and we're gonna have to deal with another year of Roman Reigns as champion. So that will not be us, but you know, whatever. Okay, so here we go. The number one person who I think will face Seth Rollins and beat him at WrestleMania will be Drew McIntyre. Drew has failed twice now at trying to get the World Heavyweight Championship from Seth Rollins. At Crown Jewel last year, Crown Jewel 2023, that was a fantastic match, and also at Raw Day 1. Much like Finn Balor, actually. He's lost both of his opportunities at the title, but I feel like WrestleMania is his moment. It was in 2020, but there were no fans there, but what better way to fix all that than winning the world title from Seth Rollins, who has been a workhorse champion for the past year, in the main event of WrestleMania, just beating him clean, no interference. Well, there could be interference. Like, Drew's kind of a heel now. Well, he really is a heel. He's a heel. But like, also, it would make sense for like him and Punk, because they had a segment on Raw, and it looks like when Punk comes back, he'll feud with Drew. So like, what better way to like slap Punk in the face? Which I mean, I don't know why they would want to do that, but like in storyline, that would just be a big slap in the face to CM Punk. Like, having Drew take his spot at WrestleMania, like that would be something. That would be something. Like, winning, like Drew deserves this moment. His promos are getting so good. Like, him just like his promo towards Punk at the last Raw was just so cold, man. And Drew has been incredible in ring like forever, and like it's only gotten better since like his return in 2017. And he became World Championship material in 2020 when he defeated Brock Lesnar, and then he carried the pandemic era. So I feel like Drew finally should get the credit he deserves and win the world title in the main event of WrestleMania. Night 1, that is. Cody versus Roman. Probably main eventing night 2. Yeah, and to do that, he'll probably win the Elimination Chamber in Australia. I'd say like Drew would be in the match. Sammy, Jay, who, I mean, Jimmy would cost him the match, like kind of like Logan and Seth last year. I'll put Gunther in that match. Bronson Reed, just like for Australia and all that. Who did the last person be though? Hang on. Probably say Finn would be the last person. Like just fill it out a bit. Finn has credibility. I mean, he's kind of lost it a little bit recently, but he's still like me better. He's still with Judgment Day and all that. But like, I feel like people were considering him the leader of Judgment Day like a while back. But now, like with Damian and Rhea stuff, like since Survivor Series, he's like kind of fallen out of that picture a bit. So yeah, I think Drew will face Seth at Mania and beat him for the world title. It's Drew's time. Just give him the world title and the main event of WrestleMania. Give him that match against Seth Rollins. They can put on the show, especially in the main event of WrestleMania. It will be the best match by far. So thank you guys for watching this video. Tell me who you think will face Seth Rollins at WrestleMania. This is just my personal opinion. I personally think Drew. You might think Cody. You might think Gunther. You might think Finn. That's fine. Or you might just think someone completely different. And that's fine. I'll be reading the comments, of course. So, yeah, see y'all later, and stay extreme.